Hey guys, welcome back. In the last few sessions, we have discussed about the lambda expression and we have seen the syntax of writing the lambda expression as well. Okay, and we have seen the example on the lambda expression. In this session, we will be discussing the properties of lambda expression. Okay, so let's discuss the properties of lambda expression. The first property is a lambda expression can have zero or more parameters. Lambda expression can have zero or more parameters. Okay, so you can see that in our previous example also we have defined. So display is the method which doesn't have any arguments, and we have converted this display into the lambda expression. So the lambda expression doesn't have any arguments. It is having zero arguments or zero parameters. You can say that. In the same way, the addition method will be having we have written one more lambda expression. So this lambda expression will be taking the two parameters. Okay. So a lambda expression, the first characteristic is that a lambda expression can have zero or more parameters. Okay, that's the first characteristic. Then the second characteristic is um, specifying the specifying the type is optional. Specifying the type is optional. What I mean is that, see, here you can say that, here you can see, so for a parameter I am specifying a type, right, int something like that. So it is optional to specify that type. It is optional to specify the type. If you are not specifying the type, the JVM will be providing the type at runtime. Okay, so why I have given the type in a sense now? See, to make you understand what type of value I am taking it. Because of that only I have applied this type. Otherwise, it's not needed actually. It is optional to specify the type, but I'll recommend you to use the type to understand what type of value you are passing it. Okay, it is for to understand like what type of value you are passing it. It is from my side. It is mandatory to pass the type, but it is optional. Okay, if you want to pass, you can pass it. If you don't want to pass, you can pass it as you don't need to do that. Okay, fine. The second parameter we have discussed, and the third parameter is normally if you see over here, this lambda expression is having the two parameters. So each parameter is separated with a comma. So if a lambda expression is having more than one parameter, each parameter will be separated with each parameter is separated with a comma. Each parameter is separated with a comma. And the fourth one is that if zero parameters are available, we have to use the empty parenthesis. Empty parenthesis. See here, it doesn't have any parameters, so it is an empty parenthesis. So if you have zero, if you don't have any parameters, so it would be empty parenthesis. Okay. And the fifth parameter, use empty parenthesis for zero params. Okay. And the fifth property is if only one parameter is available and the compiler can, you know, if you are not specifying, if only one parameter is available, and if you are not specifying the type, by default the compiler will be automatically specifying the type actually. Okay, and that's the one. And sixth point is um similar to a method body, a lambda expression body can also contains the multiple statements. You can see here, similar to the method. I'll show you. So here, this is a normal method, right? Like I'll show you this method only. This is a normal method. similar to the normal method will be having the multiple statements inside the body, right? In the same way, the lambda expression method will be body will be having the multiple statements. You can write multiple statements. Each statement will be terminated with the semicolon. How we did it in general methods, in the same way only we have to do it. So these are the some of the properties or characteristics of the lambda expressions. These are the some of the properties or characteristics of the lambda expression. Let's revise what we have discussed. So we have discussed the properties of lambda expression. A lambda expression can have zero or more parameters, and specifying the type is optional. And if we have more parameters, each parameter will be separated with a comma, and we'll be using the empty parenthesis. If we don't have any parameters, we'll be writing the empty parenthesis. And if we have only one value, if we have only one parameter available, the compiler can interfere the type, and it is not needed to specify the parenthesis if we have a single value. Okay, normally we will be doing something like this, na? You don't need to do it this way. SOT of a value of a, something like this. So instead of doing this, you can directly write something like this. Now you can remove the parenthesis if you have a single param. Value of a, something like this. Okay. And the sixth one is similar to the method, similar to the method body, the lambda expression body will be having the multiple statements. We have already discussed that. Okay. So these are the some of the properties which we have discussed in this session. In the next session, we will be discussing the other topic. Until then, thank you for watching.